All 6 people on board the plane that crashed in the city last night were killed. The victims include a child and her mother, a doctor, paramedic, pilot.
What's going on in here?
The world is ending. What the hell is happening?
Whoa. Slow down. What are you talking about?
Oh, you know, just that a plane crashed in a Philadelphia neighborhood, killing everyone on board last night. Less than a week after a mid-air collision in DC killed 67 people. Less than a week after mass deportations and federal aid freezes. Less than a week after LA was burned to the ground. Less than a week after Jimmy Carter died.
Okay, and
it's only January. Why does the sky fall every January?
it doesn't. You see, every business has its cycles, right?
What do you mean?
And the news is no exception, even if maybe it should be above cycles and instead report news that pertains to the public's best interest instead of sensationalized garbage.
What's your point?
The point is, news outlets know that people aren't engaged with news as much in the holidays, but they tune back in January. So they tend to promote and sensationalize more in January to get that engagement, which makes it seem like there's more major events going on than normal.
So what you're saying is the sky isn't really falling, it's just being portrayed that way by the news?
Exactly! It isn't as if the world goes into crisis every January.
Oh.
The world is in a constant state of crisis 12 months out of the year.
Why would you tell me that?
Because I'm not gonna lie to you, this month's news was full of tragedy. But so will February's. And so will March. All the way till next January's news cycle, and it's gonna be full of tragedy again.
That's terrible!
Maybe it is terrible, but it's natural, alright? And it's also natural to feel how you do. It's normal to be worried about, what if that was my family on one of those planes? What if someone I knew lived in Altadena? What if somebody I knew was getting deported? Right? That's normal.
Stop!
But remember, these things are well outside of your control. And if something's well outside of your control, what's the use in dwelling on it? It's no good for anyone, especially not you.
But if we ignore these events, how can we ever hope to stop them in the future?
Well, not everyone should ignore these stories. If these events are in any way relevant to you, or if you can influence them in any way, then you should care. Let's say you work in aviation. Then you should be demanding a bulletproof safety commitment from your airline, right? Or let's say you know someone who lost their house in the LA fires. Then you should be demanding that the city takes better care of future wildfires, right?
I guess you're right. Maybe the world is a bit more chaotic than I'd like, but there's nothing I can do anything about.
Exactly.
And it isn't like the sky is actually falling.
Breaking news! The sky is literally falling.
No!
That's right, it is raining right now. Raindrops are falling out of the sky. The sky is falling.